Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of the Celeste Superdash 90% Speedrun tutorial. You may be wondering why this is the first episode when this is very clearly Chapter 2. That's because a while back I made a standalone guide for Chapter 1, which I think works well enough for the purposes of 90%, so you can go check that out still if you want to learn that chapter. But we will be starting at Chapter 2 officially for this series. If you don't have any Superdash experience, you are in luck because this guide is made for you. Though I'm assuming you know like the basic Superdash tech like hypers and wall bounces, and possibly have a bit of speedrunning experience before heading to this guide. This guide will teach you mid to high level strats that can take your 90% time to a low 30-minute time or even sub 30 if you push it far enough. And sub 30 is a milestone that is, I mean, quite up there, but it's still actually a bit easier than in normal or vanilla Celeste. I'll be using that term a lot, vanilla Celeste. And if you find any strat in here too hard, then it's okay to just use your own strat or even vanilla strats. Like in this very first room, I will be recommending even a vanilla strat possibly as an option. And that applies to many other rooms too. Before we start though, I want to highly recommend checking out the Superdash Basics guide I wrote a while back. That is in the description, and that will walk you through like the basic mechanics of Superdash you need to know before being able to understand this guide, and yeah, just like walk through it. I'll also have some other resources in the description, like our Discord and the Speedrun.com leaderboards, which you can check out, and also timestamps, yeah. Alright, let's get started. Wait, actually, yeah. I want to talk about how, I want to talk about Old Site as a chapter in Superdash 90%. Old Site is fairly easy, I guess, kind of comparable to Vanilla, because a lot of the strats are in fact very similar to Vanilla Celeste. Except for, I guess, after Badeline, where things can differentiate quite a bit if you decide to learn some faster strats. Yeah, so for this first room, like I said, vanilla strats work fine here, just hyper a bunch in whatever way you feel like, honestly. Whatever way you know to be fast. I'm not really here to be the vanilla guide, sorry. Just want to put that out there as an option. I'm not going to explain that too in depth. So the consistent Superdash thing I'd recommend is this. That. You want to begin with a hyper into upright dash on this first screen. Then after transition, we want to down right dash and curve right. And then that lets us do some bunny hops as soon as we land, yeah. And then down dash through this transition. That's the consistent thing. Something faster is you can do this. This is quite hard though. I feel like this was it made sense to show this off. Yeah, so this starts with a right dash, curve down right in the same dash. That gets you some good speed. And then 2 more down right dashes to build speed, and then we do a funny curve after we build the speed. About right here we do the funny curve, which is upright, and then curved right, then curved upright. That's a lot of curves for one dash, so it's kind of a tight input, and this is why I don't really recommend this to everyone. And, oh, that was kind of bad. By doing that, we should be flush with the ceiling. I should mention I did demo here because that makes the window bigger. We should be flush with the ceiling, and that lets us right dash to refresh our dash. Then we can dash through this transition. Yep. Another thing is for even more speed. Can you believe that? Even more speed. We can do a true grounded ultra, which is doing our reverse hyper, and then within the first 2 frames we do a down right. That gives us a lot of speed, and we can do the exact same strat. That is the fastest thing I know of. Or I guess, well, I think that's the fastest thing I know of. Unless there's something like really dumb that I don't remember. I believe it ties the fastest thing. I desperately require water. Yeah, I really just recommend this. Moving on, you want to down left dash through this gap, and then fast fall avoiding all that stuff. Don't down left dash too early or too late, because you will hit the wall and the ground respectively. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about trying to get the seemingly like perfect down left dash where you don't hit anything on the way. I used to remember how to do this consistently. Don't worry about getting that, because I don't even know if that saves frames. Like, it either saves frames or saves like nothing. I would not sweat over that. Just make sure you down left dash and then fast fall, then move left to avoid this, then move right. You should land about here. Next we want to hyper, then right dash to break the wall. And while we're in the air from breaking the wall, I'll just show it first. That is what we'll do. After we break the wall, we will be in the air. Like, we wait a bit after breaking the wall, and we do a down right dash, and then on the next turn we do a hyper, and then a right dash curved upright to finally land here. That should be pretty self-explanatory. Straight right dash would force you to climb up, so yeah. This hyper can be a bit tight, I feel, which is why I might recommend this alternative if you feel that way too. Is after breaking this wall, you can actually right dash, then in this transition start holding down right, and then when you land you can jump, and that becomes a wave dash because your dash changed to down right once you wave dash. No, not that. See that? Yeah. I find that much simpler, but it's also a curve, so I can understand if that feels a bit weird. From here, it's kind of just the same idea as vanilla. And I like to do the right dash into wave dash, since that feels consistent. Oh no. Yeah, don't curve too early. That's kind of a thing about Superdash. You don't want to make sure you don't curve too early. It's always checking for your movement with the direction you hold, which can be kind of funny for wall bounces. Anyways, right dash to wave dash and 2 upright dashes. Of course you can like hyper, but I find that can be a bit hard sometimes if you mess it up just slightly. I'm apparently not messing it up. Okay, apparently this is working. I don't know. If you do it here, you'll just die if you don't watch out. So yeah, I would recommend right dashing. And then, yeah, 2 uprights. You can try to corner boost on that corner for a bit of a time save, but it's not really a big deal. Like that, yeah. From here, also the same idea as vanilla. We want to wave dash right, then up left here to skip the cutscene and be in this block. Not gonna explain that because it's vanilla, and there are better guys than me for that. You want to up dash out of the stream block and then arc onto the ground up here. And arc, to refresh you on, is dashing up diagonal, then curving down diagonal in the middle of it. So here we're dashing up left and curving down left to land anywhere around here. Then we want to do a short hyper and then fast fall, then dash to the dream block left like that. And if your hyper is too short, you might end up scraping this bit of ground, and then your fall will be delayed a bit, so that's something to watch out for. Yeah, so we dash into the dream block and jump out of it, which, yeah, this then sets us up to do this speed setup, which is a wave dash. Okay, let's show off first. That's a habit I should get into. Yeah, like that. We go under the stream block with some retained speed. Want a wave dash, down left dash as soon as possible onto this ground, down left again to build some speed, and then I like to dash left twice. This lets me super, and then, yeah, I do that. I'll explain that a bit. I guess now, yeah, I explained this properly, I feel like. 2 down lefts, 2 lefts. Although just like anything to get you under here is good. The reason I do a super here is, okay, wait. Okay, I should explain that the basic, okay, what I would recommend to do is, irrespective of your height, you can like, I guess it would be fast to hyper here, and just left dash, buffer, and upright dash there, and then wall bounce to land up here. That looked kind of weird. Yeah, this works from like many positions, or heights, I mean, so it's really good. Though, like, you kind of waste a bit of time with the horizontal movement, which is why I like to try to up dash like that. But you can see, like, it's a pretty tight window, which is why I barely got it. Like, you see how much, like, I corrected so much with that up dash against the wall. So, like, that's, I guess, something you could be aware of, but I wouldn't recommend unless you're trying to find small time saves. So you land here and you want to up dash, and then at the end of your dash, curve curve upright into the dream block. Then dash up to exit. You can also wall bounce in position. The thing with this, if you curve too early, you can end up actually like not reacting to your angle possibly. Like, for example, if you're standing here, like there's so much horizontal space between Badeline and the dream block that you have lots of time to curve, and you could get a wild angle like that and just not really exit too fast. So if that happens to you a lot, then what you can do is be flush against this wall, kind of walk into it first, then do your dash, and that will always give you the same angle. Though if you curve too early, that will just curve you against the wall, and then you will not go on the dream block. And if you input the curve too late, then you're just not curving at all. You want to curve when you know Badeline will start going into the dream block. So like sort of at the end where dash, I guess. It's good to know like how long the dash lasts and get a feel for that, because that matters for a lot of speed strats. But I guess that's something you learn over time, yeah. Anyways, we want to exit this room, be about here, and we're doing this. So we start with a wave dash, and then we do 2 down left dashes, and then up left through the dream block. Jump out of this, and then wall bounce and climb some. Also dream dolo jump there like I just did. Careful with this though, because if you up left as soon as possible, you might end up hitting the ceiling right there and not going through the dream block. That's kind of a time loss. Honestly though, like a bigger time loss I think is like they managed to like die here once or something. That was kind of awful. Yeah, just make sure you time it right. So on transition, we are doing the vanilla dash movement, which is dashing upright, then down right, then upright. That will get us here after we jump out of this. We grab onto this. That's just vanilla dash movement. You can also grab onto this first if that helps you. Where Superdash differentiates itself, however, is you grab onto this right wall, dash up left, and then grab this wall coming out, which you have to hold right for, I believe. Yeah, hold right here to grab this. Then from here you dash left and immediately curve down left actually. Probably doesn't matter. I'll show that off again real fast. I need to show things off first. It's a habit I should get into because like it gets messy otherwise. Yeah, so this room will look like this with that strat. Saves like 0.5 or something. It's understandably kind of hard, so the vanilla thing is cool too, where you jump out of the stream block, grab here, and then dash up, right, then left. I wonder if my throat's getting sore from talking so much. I hope it's bearable. Yeah, so jump and up dash to exit this room. Which we're then invited to a cutscene. You want to skip that as soon as possible, hold right, and I'll just shut off first. That is a fast run you can do. The thing with this is we don't want our dash to hit this ceiling or the wall to the right, so we have to dash while avoiding that. So yeah, I dash I think about here where I'm paused is good. I do a diagonal up, or I do a demo upright and then wait a bit, then curve right. Oh no. Yeah, dream double jump optional as always. I'm kind of not a fan of those. You can also just do vanilla, which is the wall bounce, and then upright dash through the dream block. After we exit with an up dash, okay, that's where I am. We want to down left dash against this ground. Or I guess this is like a vanilla thing. I don't want to explain much, but I guess if you're struggling, like I just do this kind of feel based. Yeah, the idea is to be flush against the ceiling, then up left dash through this. I kind of do it like based off feel, and that's fine for me. If you want something more consistent though, you can down left dash into this ground, then grab here, then up left and jump, and that should give you a decent window. Alright, so this room too, we can do the vanilla strat like this. That is a pretty good option, honestly. Yeah, I'd definitely recommend that. So something a bit faster, just so you know, I guess, is you do a really funky curve like that. That's an upright curved up kind of late, and we can curve again through the next stream block. Probably don't need to explain so much. My head's kind of like spinning. Yeah, I'll just show this off first. Oh no. Yeah, you probably think that would happen more, but it doesn't happen too much really, which is surprising. This first curve isn't too bad. The second curve's a little bad, so you know. That wall bounces can be a little weird exiting sometimes. So I might even just like jump and up dash like that. Yeah, so when I enter this room, I'm in the air, then I downright dash back onto the ground before doing that. We don't have too much speed with that downright dash, which is why, like, if you try to do this strat on death, it can feel a bit different. If you downright dash like this, you're getting so much speed. Might just mess it up. And yeah, the reason why this curve kind of works is, like, you can probably be, like, headed in the direction of the wall, but as long as like the wall is small enough where you exit, you'll just pass the wall. That's kind of how it works. Like that looked like I should have just hit the wall, but I didn't. So yeah, probably a nicer window than it looks like. Though not totally necessary in strat. It's totally cool just to do vanilla. I just climb jumped on transition there. That's kind of optional, but basically you want to hold left after entering here, then. Let me show this off, I guess. normally curve like that. Okay, so yeah, up left dash and try to curve left there to land on this little tiny platform. Then do just hyper onto the coin. You might think to do something like that, but I don't believe this saves any time. Or maybe it saves like a frame or two, so I do not mess with this. Personally, I find this more consistent. And actually, we can... we have a sort of a setup for the corner kick. It works really well. I do max height jump here and max height jump again. So I would just wait till I see Badeline at her peak height, and then I demo upright, and then as I'm passing the corner, I climb jump, slash corner kick, then hold left to land here. Bit of an advanced thing. That's a bit of an advanced thing, so I guess something else I'd recommend. Yeah, you can just upright dash here. Let me think. Yeah, I think this is... Wait. Okay, yeah, that's how you do it. I think upright dash jump and upright dash as soon as possible, and jump off this and climb up, then dash through this, dash left through the dream block. Since your dash is so long, that's probably the second best thing you can do. Is my save state bad? I don't even know. So jump out of the stream block ideally, and we are transition wall bouncing this next room. That was not too good. I guess that works, yeah. I want to transition wall bounce and kind of delay the wall bounce a bit, so to get us enough height to get up here. Then dash up and curve a little left. And hyper here. The thing you might need to watch out for, you might not have noticed, is you don't want to fall into this coin, you want to fall beside the coin. Yeah, since our dash is so long, let's just get better setup going out of the room. See that? That's like pretty fast compared to other potential setups for leaving the room. Yeah, so fall beside to left of the coin, then you gotta dash right to get the coin, and curve upright to land here, and immediately jump away, then immediately jump left. This is an up demo. Yeah, up demo curving right into this, which lets us land here as soon as possible, then dashing up again. I realize I should be talking about death strats possibly, but I don't know, it's probably fine. That is not clean. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that fall to the left of the coin thing is just to save some time. You'd also just not do that, and yeah, room's pretty simple. Alright, here I would recommend hyper bunny hopping. I'll just show it off once again. Yeah, that's good, I guess. Super optional. I'm just muscle memorying this so hard. Anyways, begin with a hyper bunny hop to get some height as we climb up, and we climb up and we want to wave dash into immediate up left. That gives us a nice little position there to jump off the wall and land here. And just jump and right dash, and you can, I guess, do a few things there. Like wall bounce is good. Oh, you land from here, you want to type in the next room. You can also upright like that, but that window, like I do that, but the window is a little tight, so I would not recommend. So that's a thing, but like that's, like it might seem like deceivingly easy, but it's so easy to mess up. Like I just mess up right there, or if you curve too fast, you hit the ceiling. It's kind of a headache. So the up left, just the straight up left is pretty good. Yeah, I think I explained everything there is there. I'm gonna hyper out of this room, and it doesn't really matter what kind of height you're at, but yeah, as soon as possible, you downright dash through here. Frick. He actually would not. Okay. Yeah, downright dash as soon as possible. Right dash. Yeah, just right dash as soon as you can, and you right dash and curve downright onto this platform. Then we want to wave dash and wave dash again and get the coin. Wave dash back. Climb jump off that, and as soon as we can, we down dash. Like as soon as you see that the coin block is gone, you can down dash. Just down dash. I know some people find that hard, so I guess you could just wait against this wall here. But yeah, that loses some time. So on here, I will like try to remember that every time. I don't know, this room's actually kind of long though. I'll just do it anyways. I kind of messed it up at the end. Yeah, we dash left for the stream block, then down right and jump after that down right. And immediately down right dash again. That should let us refresh our dash against that, and to go down, we down dash and immediately curve down left. That gets us through the hole. And of course, when I jump off this chroma block to activate it sooner, and what I like to do is max height wave dash there, and then we can fall, which kind of gives us the same positioning. Fast falling optional, of course. It's actually pretty hard. Like, I assumed most people did it, but yeah, it's actually a pretty hard strat. And like, good players I know just don't fast fall all of that. So don't feel bad if you don't. Here we wave dash, and I think the common vanilla coin route is like this. I'm not gonna go and explain that because you can check a vanilla guide for that. But yeah, you see the ending is kind of scuffed because Superdash doesn't have like the same short dashes. You're forced to stay in your dash, so the ending can be kind of slow. You'd have to do something like that where you landing time there. So if you want to learn the Superdash route, I can tell you that right now. Wave dash, right dash through this, and we wave dash again, but instead we fall here and wave dash to the coin. Wave dash and wave dash and hyper bunny hop back, which let me show you. You kind of need to stop holding left as to not go like Like, what would be a problem is if you held left the entire time, get stuck under here, then you can't dash again. I just slide. I mean, you don't want to rely on having to do that, okay? Yeah, you have to kind of, I stop holding left with this wave dash. So I'm sure I can jump and then left dash through that. Wave dash, bunny hop, dash left through this, and wave dash again. Land here, jump, and then right dash along that ground, and down right dash again. I guess that went too slow, so it's kind of showing everything off. So right dash, down right dash, that gets us through this hole. We fall really nicely. You can fall through all of that without hitting any ground, which saves quite a bit of time. I think like 0.4 or something over the other strat, I don't remember. I don't fast hold the end there, because it's pretty hard not to. I'm gonna show again what this looks like. Yeah, and curve, dash left to the end, curve down. Here we're gonna hug this right wall as we fast fall. So you want to either reverse wave dash or hyper, then do 2 down right dashes and immediately arc. You arc too high, you might not even transition. Like, you see my speed just died, so like there's an invisible like cutoff wall up there where you can't transition. That you've got to watch out for that. Yeah, do 2 arcs. And you'll be about here, to which you can do this. That is a wave dash into down right curved right into an arc to land on here. Something to watch out for with this whole strat is can I replicate this? Yeah, like it's possible to be in your the dash of your arc and then hit the dream block and die. That's something to watch out for. There's a thin line between that and like landing after your dash and getting a lot of speed. So yeah, this double arc I recommend kind of avoids that. Yeah, this is the rest of the strat, and you want to try to arc to land on here, which you can right dash. If you want to keep speed through all of that, I would recommend learning like, learning fast arcing. So fast arcing is arcing. I explained this in my basics guide. Fast arcing, wait, do I? Actually, don't think I do, but I explained this in the weight guide. So fast arcing is arcing, but faster. Yes, wow, so cool. You dash upright, quickly curve down right, and then can quickly curve right and hold that. You're transferring more of your speed horizontally, which is why it's faster. Like that. You see, you get like a, instead of like a horseshoe shape, it's more flat because more of your speed is being transferred horizontally. And why this is good is, of course, the speed like we retain, and also we want to be in our dash later, but also avoid this invisible wall on the way out. So if we fast arc, we wait until late into this down right dash and fast arc. Just try to delay all of this as much as possible, then I find that you can land just perfectly right there most of the time with your arcs delay as much as possible with all the curving stuff. That is an option, but it is kind of hard and requires curving control, so yeah, that's not it's more of an advanced thing rather than a basic thing. Also, my land there gets speed, which can throw you off. But anyways, regardless, you're dashing right through this dream block, and it doesn't matter too much. You just want to wave dash off this pillar. Doesn't matter how you get to it. Although I do like to do this dash sequence, which I guess I don't really need to explain too much. Just like fitting in the down right dash to land on that other pillar before coming here makes it consistent. We're wave dashing off of this and dashing upright and curving right into the stream block. Let me do that again. That is the continuation of top route. Is there much to explain here? Oh yeah, we're wave dashing from here and then dashing down right and curving right, then doing that same curve again. It's fast. And also dream jump, bell jump there once again, doesn't matter. I kind of failed it. And oh my god, I am done. I shouldn't tap out too early. That is all of 2A, but not Awake, because Awake will be in the next video. I have a dedicated video for that. If you want to learn that, if you want to learn the rest of 2A, you should check that out. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.